The election date, that remains debatable. Will it be August or December 2012? And the Commission on the Implementation of the new Constitution appears concerned by the persistence of the government to change the date to December the 19th, 2012.
It reeks of bad faith.
This a day after the Justice Minister came out strongly advocating for the change.
I'm doing this very advisedly, very humbly, and my work is just to present the views. Don't bash me. Look at the issues the way I present them.
Mutula argues that with the financial cycle ending in June, the budget process would not have been completed in time to get funds for the election. But CIC argues that it will all depend on goodwill from the government, adding that it is possible and feasible to allocate resources in the supplementary budget to elections. Normally, there are two budgets in the financial year: the main budget and the supplementary budget, which comes way ahead of the main budget.
If the Constitution requires us to do something by a particular date, really we have an obligation to ensure that we're able to do it within that timeline.
I love the Constitution, but I'm also realistic.
Now, apart from voter registration, the other challenge the government is raising is civic education, and it is asking, with a rushed program, will the electoral body have had enough time to educate Kenyans on the many elections in one? Still on the challenges, the government is raising the issue of procurement, and it is asking, will the electoral body have gone through the necessary procurement procedures in order to acquire the materials needed for election? And the question Mutula is asking, Mutula, who is saying it's not possible to have election in August, he is asking, do Kenyans want another bungled, chaotic election? But according to Nyachae, the chairman of CIC, who says it's very possible to have election in August 2012, the government should not be asking these questions. Rather, it should be helping Kenyans to implement the Constitution in order to have the laws that are crucial for the next election.
No. Let the court decide. If the court was to decide August, then that's the date. If the court on interpretation was to decide December, then so be it.
Mutula, on the other hand, says the decision will only be an interpretation of the election date and not an order to the government to stop amending the Constitution to change the election date. Alex Chamwada, Citizen Live at 9.